Yo, what's going on, guys, and welcome to the very first video in Consulting Mastery. I'm super excited to have you guys join this because honestly, we're going to take your business to the next level, and this is probably the best decision you've ever made to scale your business. Now, in this video, I'm going to break through exactly what you can expect, how to navigate these systems, the information, how to get support, and everything that you need in order to actually fully utilize Consulting Mastery. All right, so let's go ahead and dive in. Now, to get the most out of CM and increase your chances of success, you just want to do what the most successful clients have done. And I'm going to go through exactly what's led to them doubling, tripling their business in a span of months so that you can actually do the same, okay? We're going to go over accountability form, the group calls, networking, and the activity in Discord. Now, the accountability form is huge because the only thing that's going to hold you back is the lack of execution and the lack of action, okay? I'm going to run through what this is and how it all works in a second. But if you submit an accountability form every fucking day, we will be able to help you pinpoint your A+ problem, give you specific action items to solve it, and you will be held to a higher standard, right? We can give you all the resources and tools, but if you don't use them, then you won't achieve the result. Now, you're probably thinking, Suwei, this sounds great. What the hell is this accountability form? Let me show you, okay? As you can see, we have the race to 100K and we have the race to 30K. We divided it from people that are 30K a month and above, submitted over here, and then the people that are 30K a month and below submitted over here. And so we have two races. The guys that are more advanced are here. The guys that are not that advanced are over here. So depending on your revenue levels, you'll know where exactly you are. But basically, what this accountability form is it's just a form that you fill out every single day at the end of your workday. So let's go to, let's say, Alec, for example. We gave him his accountability form. And as you can see, it's very simple. All he does is he searches up his name, boom. Let's say he made $2,000 today, and then he made $4,000 in revenue. And let's say he's already at kind of like 26K, but let's say he's at 7K. Calls proposed, let's say he did 0, he got 0 calls booked, 0 calls taken, he only closed 1. Oh, sorry, 3 calls taken, let's say 4 calls taken. He only sent 0 outreaches, he posted 0 stories, he posted 0 reels, he posted 0 YouTube videos. Let's say leads is obviously it has to be much more in depth than this. The more in depth you are, the better. Leads, scripted out content. And so I'm just gonna give you an example for the sake of it. But yeah, let's say he submits this, right? What's gonna happen is me, the CSM, other coaches can go into his specific Notion and figure out exactly what's going on. And so we have an accountability system right here where I can look in and see exactly what is going wrong. And so if I'm seeing that, okay, we're only booking, like Alec is booking a good amount of calls, but the last 3-4 days he's only been booking 1 call a day. What's going on? I can ask Alec, hey, why are we booking only 1 call a day? You know? Well, there's a problem with the appointment setting process because we're proposing 3 and we're only booking 1. Let's look at the setting process in depth and let's hop on call with your setter and dial that in. Boom. The reason why I can do that is because he fills this out and so he gives me data to actually make like a decision so that we can actually solve the problem together. Does that kind of make sense? So yes, it's accountability, but it's also the idea that I can actually go in, look at Alec's numbers and see what the fuck is going wrong and how we can change that. Now he's not at $29.50, he's at 20. This guy's so lazy. Is that 20? Oh, not. I wish he was at 295,000. But he's at 29.5K, which is not bad, right? And so his A+ problems are refunds due to fulfillment. Okay, cool. I know that. And so the solution is encourage more one-on-one calls. Look for a coach. Cool. What to work on? Cool. So as you can see, if we go to race to 100K, Alec did 10K. And so I can see exactly what's going on. I can tell him, all we got to do is fix the onboarding and systemize the FAQ. Super easy. Jacob can run you through exactly what we're implementing. Let's talk early next week about the fulfillment so we can dial in, blah, blah, blah. Do you see how we can give you guys personalized feedback? Now, I'm not going to sit here and say we can give you personalized feedback every fucking day. It's just almost impossible. But we're going to give feedback where we can. And part of it is also just accountability on your side. If you know that you're filling out an accountability form that's going out to basically the whole community and you're only at 2,000 or you're only at 3,000, and then you see this guy at 29.5, then suddenly everything is going to be like, fuck, I got to lock in, because you're seeing guys that are doing way better than you, and you're putting in your number as like 4K, and you're like, shit, man, I need to get to this spot. And so it's the public accountability, and also just accountability on yourself, knowing that you have to fill this out, and other people are going to watch it. And then also, I'm going to be on your ass, because if you have the same A+ problem for 2-3 weeks in a row, then you're obviously not working on your A+ problem. You're obviously working on the wrong problems, right? So that's the main thing, okay? Huge. If you have any questions about the accountability system, feel free to reach out. And it's super, super sick. You know, like, this is what we need to do, okay? Group calls is huge. Guys, I can't explain how valuable group calls are. Exposure is huge, because when you're around guys that are doing more than you and are making more than you, then you get exposed to what is really possible, okay? Comfort and complacency is the killer of growth. And so group calls, what it does is, obviously you get the information, obviously you get the value, but it gives you exposure to people that are in the community that are doing better than you and you can directly connect with. When you're listening to a guy ask a question and he's doing 30, 50K a month, you can understand the way that he thinks. You can reach out to him because you're in a group call. You can chime in your feedback or whatever, right? And when you're exposed to people that are ahead of you, that's what's going to get you the result. It's huge, okay? So that's what I want you guys to do. I want you to join as many group calls as you can. The Wednesday calls with me, where I go over client acquisition, are probably the most important calls. Friday Q&A are great, and the Monday calls with the CSM is also great as well, okay? But I would prioritize Wednesday, Friday, and Monday, in that order, if that makes sense. Networking, everybody in Consulting Mastery is an expert in a specific field, okay? So what I want you to do is, yes, you invested in me, but I've done such a great job at creating a community which is super, super impressive, right? Everyone in Consulting Mastery is really, really good at one specific aspect, okay? So I want you to reach out to people ahead of you, or people that are better than you at certain aspects of the business that you're weak at. For example, if your A+ problem is appointment setting, then reach out to someone that's mastered that skill, right? And here's how you'll know. We basically have a phase and everything. You can see who's doing 30, 50K. You can see who's doing 10 to 30. But as you're in the community, you'll be able to know who's good at what, okay? So Pavan, he's a content dude. You know, he basically signed a guy for, he signed a Stan Store founder on personal branding audit. And so if you're good at sales and he's good at content and you're weak at content, then maybe you could just hop on a call with him and say, hey, we'd love to connect and see you're great at personal branding. That's my weak point. I'm great at sales. Would love to exchange value and connect. Boom. Right? Now let's say, you know, I'm going to show you guys. I'm going to give you an example. So Sheldon's a huge influencer on YouTube. Let me just search him up so you guys know what I'm talking about. Sheldon, right? So let me show you guys his YouTube. If you're struggling with middle of funnel and converting free leads into book calls or whatever, then hopping on a call with someone like Sheldon and understanding how he scripts his YouTube videos and his kind of framework and everything is going to be huge, right? Because now you're getting information not just from me, but you're getting information from someone that's actually great at this. Now let's say, who is it? You're not the best at Instagram Reels. Ryan is fucking amazing at Instagram Reels. Ryan Nork, let me show you guys his Instagram. This is Ryan. He has 178,000 followers. And look at his views on his Reels. Look at this. So if you struggle with top of funnel content, hop in a call with Ryan just to get a few valuable pieces and just to make that connection could be huge. Because now you understand something that he knows, and maybe he's bad at sales and you're good at sales, and you can exchange that piece of value. Now, obviously, like, this is what I mean. We have a lot of people that are great at one specific aspect. The one thing that you have to understand when you're networking is you have to provide value first. You cannot just ask. You have to give and then ask. So state what you're good at, state if you can help them, and then ask if they want to hop on a networking call. That's how I'd position it, okay? Networking is going to be huge. Again, everyone that is in Consulting Mastery paid 5 figures to be in here. Remember that. And so everyone is of quality. Everyone is of caliber. No one's a bum. Everyone has made money before, and everyone is smart, okay? So use that to your advantage. Last thing is activity in Discord. Guys, being active in the Discord and the community in general will change everything for you. So celebrate your wins. Post your fucking wins. Celebrate other people's wins. Ask questions. Provide value. Be fucking active, guys. You paid a lot of fucking money to be in here. Utilize the community. This is the biggest thing. Look at how active our group chat is. This is a B2B offer, by the way. This isn't a B2C. Look at how active we are. Everyone's celebrating wins. Everyone's reacting. Everyone's celebrating each other. Do it. Ask questions. Provide value. Use the accountability system. Ask questions. Provide value. Watch the recordings. Do what you need to do. Okay? Fully utilize this. You're part of something special. You're part of the best program in the fucking world. Okay? Utilize this to your best of your abilities. And I'll see you guys on the next video module. Peace.